All right, folks, this is Harris Sultan, the ex-Muslim atheist, and welcome to another episode of Sultan's House of Sin. Right. All right, so guys, in my next video I really want to show it to, I want Indians to know this as well, but I also want Westerners to know this as well, that don't take your freedom for granted. Just don't. Because the video clip that I'm about to show you, that was quite normal in the 90s and especially in the 2000s. But then again, Pakistan goes up and down in its religiosity. And we are seeing this phase of these hyper lovers of the Prophet who think that to profess their righteousness, they just have to pretend to be morally right. And by moral righteousness, what they mean is by condemning sexual activity or anything that has any hint of sexuality, even though if it's not sexual, but they just have to pretend that, oh, this is horrible. Because if they don't do it, then people are going to think that these guys are deviants or they're not the lovers of the Prophet or lovers of Islam. So even most of these people secretly like this kind of stuff, but they actually pretend that they don't like it. And then they start making noises. Like last week, I showed you this leading Pakistani journalist was complaining about a woman doing some exercises on national TV. She was just doing some chest press and, just doing some stretches. And he was like, oh, this is Islamic Republic of Pakistan. How can you show this? He was getting horny over seeing some woman just doing some exercises. So that's how mentally screwed up these people are. But again, the reason why I said that Indians and Westerners need to see that is because I often see Westerners and Indians also complain about, oh, this is too much. Oh, why did she, Ekta Kapoor, make a video about that racy scene where she ripped off she was having an affair with a military officer's wife, was having an affair with some guy and she ripped off his military uniform. Ooh, we should not cross that line. My point is, the reason why I'm saying that is because when you start drawing lines on art and craft and acting and all these kind of soft culture, then it never stops. You start digging a hole for yourself, and one by one you start losing your freedom. So have a look at this. This is a very nice ad, but it was taken off. Pakistan, there was a Twitter storm, and then the Regulatory Commission of Pakistan called PEMRA, which monitors the online, the electric content, whether it's within the lines of their moral code or not. But they initially had approved it, but then because people started jumping up and down again, as I said, because they have this bug of pretending to be, the really morally righteous people, they jumped up and down on Twitter, and then Pakistan Regulatory Authority took it down. Have a look. This is actually a very beautiful ad, but there are horny people everywhere in Pakistan. So basically, these girls were just dancing, like, well, if you're a Westerner, did you see anything sexual in that? I didn't see anything sexual in that, but the self-righteous people of Pakistan, they were so upset. And George Fulton, who is married to a Pakistani TV celebrity, he's, I think, British, but he's an honorary Pakistani. He said the biscuit ad with Mavish Hayat, who was the lead actress in that ad, that is shocking. People seems to have passed me by. Can anyone send a link to it? How shocking is it? Is it as shocking as senators burying women alive? That has happened. Or children being abused by clerics? That happens pretty much every day now. If not, I think we have other priorities to focus on. So, as I said before, that we don't see these people getting upset when violent people try to hijack or represent their religion. When that guy was attacking people, stabbing people in Paris, nothing, no news channel in Pakistan featured that. Even some of the Pakistani journalists have actually started lying, or they've started creating fake propaganda. I'll talk about it later, but nobody talks about it. But when anything like this Rihanna song or this ad, everyone seems like gets outraged. But they don't get outraged when clerics are raping little children. So, yeah, that's such as a state. And this is why I say, please don't put conditions on freedom of speech or freedom of expression. That comes under freedom of expression. If you find something that you don't like, just look away. There's so many things that I don't like. I just look away. I just change the channel. So please don't feed into, don't be like those people. You might think that you're different from them, but the moment you start complaining about Ekta Kapoor, or the moment you start complaining about other people, oh, this is biased, this is this and that, this should be banned. The moment you start talking about those things, you're gonna start becoming like them. The harem, the harem sultan petitioned to call our community the harem because Harris is a sultan. I have a harem in my next room. To help me produce more videos like these, support me on Patreon or PayPal.